How are you today? I hope well. Beautiful day here. A little on the chilly side, but hey, so what? Anyway, it's Thursday, but I'm posting this on Friday for Friday at the Red Line. So welcome to this episode of what has come to be called the FATR. I'm EricTheCarGuy, your host. Alright, things that are new and exciting. I just got back from Fairfield, Illinois. The place is practically underwater. There was a lot of flooding down that way, and I barely got onto the highway. Lucky me. But met some of the greatest people there at the ETCG Corporation. So I'll tell you that much as far as the videos that are coming. I hope to get them edited this weekend and hopefully have them out for you in the next week or so. I need to send them off and make sure that they like them and all that kind of thing first, but I'll be doing that edit this weekend. As far as clips and things that I'm watching, the Getawayer sent me a video about a Porche going like 200 miles an hour. Go figure, he's German, he likes Porche stuff. Check it out. Yeah, 200 miles an hour on a racetrack. Wicked. I have been busy doing things for you, and one of those things was organizing my videos on YouTube. Now, as far as iTunes and everywhere else, I had already set them out to be organized. I set them up into different categories such as engine, transmission, brakes, suspension, that kind of thing. I had them all cut apart for you. So I've gone through the YouTube library and organized those into playlists, and I actually went through the other day and put them in order. So if you're new to Eric the Car Guy and you have questions about a particular topic, well, I've done you a little favor. So you can just click on that little link on my my YouTube page there and pull up the playlist and find one. And if you play them through, I actually put them in order to where, you know, like the engine one, I start out with dissecting an engine. Go figure. So that might be something you might want to check out, especially if you're new to Eric the Car Guy and haven't seen all these things. We're still posting the classic ETCG. I think I have a couple more of those to go yet. And those are being well received. I'm glad to get those out there, you know, because before, let's face it, you watch the first video and you may not watch the second video, but now it's all one continuous thing. It's beautiful. As for the podcast, let's get to that. We haven't done that in a couple of weeks. Gosh darn it. And a lot of that's because of this, that, and the other thing. I mean, I was in Fairfield last week, and now Rich Baxter is actually out in San Francisco, California, and should be, I think, maybe on some talk program that is out there. I think Tech Talk or something like that. He was talking about possibly being there. So the show for this week is tentative. I don't have an exact time for you. I guess what I can do, and if we are going to do a show this week, it's going to be on Saturday. And in addition to that, I'd just like to thank Rich, because what he's done is he's gone ahead and edited some of our old podcasts. Well, some of the things that didn't make it onto the edited versions that end up on iTunes, he took some of those and put them together and put them out for you to listen to. So even though we haven't been doing the podcast live, there have still been other little things out there for a podcast. But this Saturday, Saturday, May 7th. Don't forget, Mother's Day is May 8th. Don't forget. On May 7th, there is probably going to be a podcast. I'm not sure what time. I really hate to do that to you, but what I'll do is, if you're following me on Twitter or Facebook, I'll post that morning when the podcast is going to be. I think it might be at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not real sure. I have to get with Rich. Like I said, he's on vacation, so it's kind of hard to get a hold of him, and I just got back from Fairfield, so there's been a lot of here, there, and everywhere. So as far as the podcast, we might get one, and honestly, if we get it, I'm really not sure what we're going to talk about this time, but we'll work that out. It's getting to be a busy time of year for all of us. Anyway, podcast, possibly 11 a.m. on Saturday, Eastern Standard Time, possibly. Could be some other time. Check Facebook and Twitter for the updates on that. I don't want to take up any more of your time, but know that I'm always working. In fact, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to start another series of Eric the Car Guy videos that I think you'd be very interested in. I'm going to try to start busting out some of these videos on electrical stuff. We're going to start with the basics, and then we're going to go from there. And I'm putting together lesson plans for that. So look for those in the not too distant future. But Eric the Car Guy is always trying to bring you the best and most accurate automotive information, automotive repair information that I can. I think that about wraps it up. Organized information, talked about the podcast, talked about Fairfield a little bit, and Airtex, great people in Fairfield, thank you. Well, I'm not going to take up any more of your time on this FATR episode. As always, be safe, have fun, and of course, stay dirty. I'm going to go get dirty right now. Got some cars to work on here, so I'll see you later.